Hello, I'm Tanya Dalton, owner of Inkwell Press, and today I want to do something a little bit different. I want to answer one of your questions. Now, I normally do Ask Tanya episodes on my podcast, but I thought it'd be fun to try it on video. So let me read you Lena from Ventura, California's question. She asked, "Hi Tanya, I love your productivity tips and your ideas on mindful living. I find that I'm in a tough season of life with small children, and I also have to work at least 20 hours a week. How do you manage to have a thriving career and a healthy, happy home without one suffering?" I love this question because I think this is something a lot of people struggle with. So today, I want to talk about the secret to family work-life balance. Before I do, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I'll have a new video every Tuesday. Lena, you're not alone in feeling like you don't have time to spend on work and family equally. I get it. 1 in 5 working women say it's very difficult to balance everything out that they need to get done. Now, whether you're working full-time or working part-time, or you're the CEO of your home, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. And it's really hard to get it all done. So I want to tell you 3 things to think about when it comes to work-life balance. The first thing to think about is perfectionism. Are you giving in to perfectionism? Are you believing that life should be perfect or it should be Pinterest worthy, just like we see in the pictures of magazines? Because life isn't really going to be like that. But I get it. I'm a recovering perfectionist myself. I have to constantly remind myself that there is no perfect. But this is something so many people struggle with. So much so, I've dedicated several podcast episodes just to this topic. Because when we give in to perfectionism, we are our very worst critic. We believe that every detail needs to be done a very certain way, and if it's not done perfectly, the whole thing is wrong. The whole thing is a failure. Because here's the thing, perfectionism is really rooted in the fear of failure. It's really rooted in this idea that if we make things perfect, others will believe that we are good enough, that we are smart enough, that we are creative enough, that we are enough. And really, it's not about what others think. It really needs to be about what you think. We have to understand that small wins lead to bigger goals. And there are going to be mistakes. There are going to be stumbles in our path, but we can make it through. We have to let go of this idea of having the perfect home, the perfect family, or being the perfect self in order to be successful. We need to accept our beautifully imperfect selves just the way we are. That is the way to cultivate a life that we really love. The second thing to think about is setting boundaries. Now, I know some of you hear that word boundaries and you think that's really constrictive, or I feel like it's really constraining my life. But truly, boundaries allow us to be free. It really does. And let me tell you what I mean by this. When you're at home, you're truly able to focus on home things. And when you're at work, you're better able to focus on work. That means that we are more present. It means that we're more focused. It means that our energy is going solely to that area of our life. And when we do that, we're being incredibly effective. And that means that we're living with more intention, and that quality of time we're spending is so much greater. It's not really about quantity. It's always about quality and how we spend our time. So I want to encourage you to spend time at work, focused on work, and time at home, focused on home. And I know that seems incredibly difficult because it feels like everyone has access to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We get texts late at night, or we get emails we think we need to respond to. And it's okay to say no. It's okay to say, I'm focusing on home life, or I'm focusing on work right now. That is something that we really have to wrestle with ourselves. And that's true too with being a parent. Because we're a parent 24 hours a day, we sometimes feel obligated to spend all of that time focused on our children. It's okay to spend a little bit of energy and focus on yourself. One of the things that research has found is that when we take care of ourselves, we really can not only boost our happiness, but also increase our productivity. So that way, when we're spending time at work, we're getting more of that great work done, so we're not thinking about it at home. When we're at home, we're focusing in on our families and not worrying about answering those emails. I really want to encourage you to set some boundaries for yourself. And the third thing to think about is the biggest secret of all, and that is that there is no balance. And truly, we don't want balance. If you think about it, the word balance makes it sound like all the parts of our lives have to be perfectly equal. And first of all, that will never happen, right? Let's be realistic. That's never going to happen. But do you even want that to happen? In order to move forward in any direction in our lives, we have to lean into it, whether it's something for work or home or our personal life. We have to lean into those areas. We need imbalance in order to move forward. We just have to remember that we need counterbalance. Think about it like riding a bike. If you're riding a bike, you're perfectly balanced going straight. But if you want to go in a direction, let's say you want to turn right, you have to lean your body to the right. Now you can't stay leaned over to the right. You eventually have to right yourself up so you don't fall over. But we need to put our energy and our focus a little bit more to that right side so we can turn. Same thing if we want to go left, we have to lean to the left. And it's exactly the same way in our lives. If we want to move forward, if we want to get to our big goals, if we want to accomplish the mission in our lives, we have to have imbalance. So I want to encourage you to let go of that idea of work-life balance and really encourage you to remember that it's about the harmony. That there are times and there are seasons in our lives where we're spending more time at work because work is busy and less time at home. But eventually we need to change that over and shift it so we're spending more time on family and less at work and then back again. And it is this ebb and flow, this back and forth. That is where harmony lies. And I want to really encourage you to make sure that you're finding time for you. That you should not be the one thing that gets let go of whenever we're talking about this idea of harmony or balance. Success is different for everyone. But really what's important is that at the end of the day, when you finish out your day, you feel happy. And it's okay if that means spending a little more time at work because you're happy with your work tasks. It's also okay if that means spending a little more time at home because you're happy at home. Everyone is different. So I want to encourage you, let go of that idea of work-life balance and focus on harmony instead. If you'd like to hear more of the questions that I answer, I encourage you to listen to my podcast episode number 84. It's an Ask Tanya episode. I also want to remind you to hit that subscribe button because I will have a new video for you next Tuesday. I would love to answer questions for you as well. I have a whole form set up so you can ask questions. Just go to inkwellpressed.com/question and you can submit questions there that I'll maybe answer in a future episode. All right, until next time, have a beautiful and productive week.